all that good stuff?
I'm good. You good?
Okay. Okay.
Just
Sure, what's doing?
road. I don't know what we're going to talk about, but we'll figure it out as we go.
There it goes. We're live.
Hey, everybody. How's everybody doing? Everybody hear us good?
Oh, you know what? Let me unmute. That may not affect them hearing us, but
You hear us good? Say hello.
hey, Sherry. Hey, Richard. Hey, Miss Gary.
Sherry, you was the first one tonight, so you done good.
Oh, wow. Did you see that? It just like popped.
Yeah.
Flat Rock made it. Miss Blue Eyed Northern. Mr. Kilpatrick made it in.
Mr. Gary Spikes, good to see you. Blue Eyed. Yeah, Sherry.
We have feedback, guys.
Yep,
no, feedback. Is that a good thing? Feedback is in comments, or feedback is
Wanda,
in...
good to see you, Wanda.
As in volume something. All right, somebody tell us breaking up here.
Okay.
This ain't good. Let's see, this is good.
Hey, Donna, good to see you. So,
you hear us? Mark has pulled a cord. Give me a second.
Okay. I thought we was ready to go. Hey, it is what it is.
It was good till Mark started pulling on cords.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
He unplugged the computer.
Oh, okay. I don't know what would call. Hey, Joe, good to see you, brother. I don't know what would cause feedback from the computer being up.
Well, I don't know either, but
you get everything plugged back up.
Working on it. I can see that. You're behind the couch. All right.
Okay. Well, I heard something beep. So, hey, Misty, good to see you. We already got get the full house quick tonight. That's cool.
Well, that's why I wanted to go ahead and get that turned back on, because power saving mode may have something to do with something. All right. Do we still have feedback? Are we still breaking up? How's it going?
John Kilpatrick said better.
Good.
Richard said good now.
Good. Yeah, I think that something about the computer being unplugged and running off a battery puts it in battery saving mode, and there may be some settings in there.
Okay.
That's affected by battery saving.
Okay, good. Everybody's saying it's good now.
Christina Clifton, hi.
Hello. Good
Joe
to see
Parker, hey Joe. Donna West, very good. I think I've said hey to Miss Wanda. Hey everybody. All right, so we're live, guys.
Sister, yeah.
It is Friday night. It is 7 p.m.
Quit.
I'm going to go ahead and get the bad news out of the way first off. I will not be here for the next 2 weeks.
Sister, quit.
They scheduled me to work closing.
Quit.
So I will not be here. Mark will be running the live by himself. Technical difficulties and all. It's going to be interesting because I will be running the register most likely at work, and will not be able to be even a phone call away. So we may have to have somebody come sit with him.
No.
You have to have Ella come join you.
Sister,
what do you think?
Over there. Yeah. Stay over there.
Oh, Daddy. Sister just wants to come join.
I know, but Lord of mercy, she's on my side worrying me to death.
Oh, no, we are not doing no foot fetishes tonight.
Nah, Joe, a lot of folks having foot problems. We're going to stay away from the foot fetish stuff. So
yeah, no foot fetishes. No.
That was Eric up in Ohio anyway.
No. I don't do feet. I don't do my own feet even. Just no. Yeah. And I definitely don't look at Mark's.
All kidding aside, before we do get started tonight, it's something that we should have been doing since we've been doing this. And this is me not doing as I should at times. We should always be praying for each other, no matter what's going on. Some people want to keep things to themselves, and that is fine. I understand that completely. But when we know something in our community, that be the homesteaders or the cryptid community or whatever, however we're associated together, we need to be praying for each other. And people having health issues, depression issues, whatever it is, financial, drama in their family or friends. You know what I'm talking about. We need to pray for each other. And I'm sorry that I haven't been doing that on this live. I should. That's something that me and Rebecca, and more me, I'm not putting her at fault. That was me. I should have been doing that. And I'll be honest with you, I got convicted on it a little bit the other day. So I knew who was speaking to me about it. I got convicted when I was doing my video out in the cornfield the other day. So this from now on, we'll do a little prayer, probably at the end every night. And so y'all just, toward the end, if you have
any.
If we
don't do the prayer at the end, we at least need to be taking prayer requests.
True. But we'll try to do a little prayer every time. It ain't got to be no 20-minute prayer. Lord hears anything. When we speak with a true heart, he hears it. So, so later on tonight, if anybody, knows that somebody that needs, a prayer request or somebody we need to pray for. And if it's unspoken, just put unspoken. That's fine too. I'm never going to pressure nobody on none of that. Y'all know that I don't pressure people on nothing. But anyway, we'll go ahead and get started. So,
Gene Hudson, how are you?
Glad to have you.
And Patrick Noble's in the house now.
Good to see you, Patrick. Good to see y'all.
So that's some things we got going on. We will have a guest on one of the 2 lives that I'll be absent from. So that's going to be even more fun because Mark will be running the show with a guest on a live.
We'll make it.
Without me. Yeah.
I make robots run. So
but I told him I'd show him the steps. Hey, Jesse Underwood. So it's going to be okay, y'all. It's going to be okay. But we may need to have somebody on speed dial just in case. So
may have to have Spencer on back.
Yeah. So did you want to announce who your guest
was? Well, let me make sure with him because he was praying about it. Let me make sure, double check with him. He'll probably
we'll have a guest, but we're not sure yet which guest.
Well, I want to make sure with him. I want him to be comfortable.
We're not sure which guest yet because if it's not him, it'll be somebody else.
I'll pick somebody else. Because I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to come. Everybody that's in this chat, even though some of you just come on, sooner or later, I'm going to hit you up. Now, I don't mean you got to do it. And if you do want to do it, but you don't want people to see you, we can always blank the screen. But I like for everybody to get to know each other.
This show's not strictly Bigfoot. It's anything you want to talk about.
It's really about community.
Mm-hmm.
If we really want to get down to it, it's about people. If I never seen a Bigfoot again, it wouldn't kill me. I'll just be honest. It's just the way I feel about it. It's more about the people, the camaraderie, the fellowship, the loving one another. And, that's to me, that's what it's about.
Yeah.
So, yes, I want to help people that I can help. Not an expert, but, if there's something I can answer, I'll try my best to answer it. Go ahead, Ben.
So we may have a video up for Monday for homesteading. We redid a raised bed, and I kind of halfway videoed it. So hopefully I'll get that up for Monday. I'm going to try my darndest at any rate. The problem isn't that I'm not videoing. The problem is I'm not getting it edited and uploaded. My videos for the homesteading, there's a lot more editing that actually goes into it. I do a lot more cutting and, all that stuff than Mark's requires. So Mark's, he pretty much turns it on, does his thing, and then turns it off. And I just add the beginning, add the end, and his is good. Mine, I got to do a little cutting, a little editing, a little swapping stuff around, making sure it looks good and everything because it's actually videoing me doing stuff. So it takes a little bit longer to actually edit those. But hopefully I'll get that video up for you Monday. And hopefully I'll get another video up from previous up for the next Monday. And hopefully we'll get these homesteading videos going again. like I said, I don't know if y'all seen any of the videos of our previous raised beds in the back area where they were basically
Adams, how you doing?
Wood and
Miss Bama, BF, how you?
And rotting out basically. So we just took the wood and replaced it with concrete blocks, and they look so much better now.
We need to welcome all the new people who've come in. We've had a lot.
I figured you were doing that. So
well, I'm speaking, but
yeah, I saw we had several new names in there. There's Deb Bryant, and Miss Bama made it in tonight, and Rhonda's been here before. Glad she made it in. So hey, everybody again. Do you know what we're doing at work?
Probably like most places, going crazy.
Yeah.
3-ring circus nowadays.
We're putting Christmas out, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Christmas.
I've seen that today when I come
by. We had one end cap of Halloween stuff. One end cap.
Yeah.
There's no Thanksgiving stuff. And we're putting out Christmas.
Oh, I know.
It's awful.
I imagine Walmart and the rest of them like that too.
Yep. Christmas, guys.
That's why I don't hardly go to Walmart no more.
Yeah. But now I will say I did buy something from Christmas.
Okay. Well, welcome to everybody that's come in that hasn't been here before. Glad to have you. You'll find out that everybody that's in this chat are very good people. So welcome. And of course, I'm glad to see people that's been joining us for a long time. I'm glad to see you. And like I said, toward the end, we'll do a little short prayer real quick for any prayer requests and what's going on. I did say, I think I seen where Robert commented that I think it was a Larry Batson.
I've heard that name.
Passed away. That was on Night Callers. I'm not sure who Larry Batson is.
I've heard that name.
Maybe if you can comment that again, Robert, who that name was. Hello, Miss Jean. Good to have you on.
Why don't I just do this? Whoops.
Well, you just knocked somebody off.
No, I didn't.
Okay, well, it did for a minute.
It did this.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you got to watch fat finger in that thing there. That thing.
Be nice.
Gives trouble right there.
Be nice.
That mouse there, that's a kind of, I'd be done throw that in the way at work quick.
That's the one right there.
Because if I fat finger something at work, I could tear up a whole plant.
Why do I know that name?
I don't know. That name rings a bell. Does anybody else know who that is? Because Mr. Robert is talking about there.
I'm not very familiar with the Bigfoot community, but I know that name.
I don't know. And what's Joe saying? You can't let the dollar store get ahead of y'all.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Do we have any tools on sale? There are tools that are fixing to be put out.
Mr.
Yes.
Kilpratchett, one day may be a pro like Mark. No, sir, I ain't no pro. I'm a jack of all trades, master of none.
Yes, there is going to be tools put out. We have a whole, we call them pods. It's a whole area that's the tool shop is what it is. And it's going to be stuff geared as Christmas gifts and stuff like that. So yeah, he did the sketches on, that's why I remember that name.
Okay. I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I know who you're talking about. Okay.
That's why I know that name.
Well, let's be in prayer for his family. And
that's the other reason I know that name right there. He trained animals for TV shows.
Okay. Well, we'll pray for his family. Let's see. In far as tools, like she's talking about, I was really impressed with Tractor Supply on some of the stuff they carry. They actually carry some good tools.
We weren't going to name where I worked, though.
Well, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's my good foot. I'm sorry.
You're the one that told me not to name it.
Well, I told you to. Yeah, you're correct. And sometimes I still make mistakes, honey. I'm still a human being like everybody else. So some days I make a lot of them.
All right, Grouch.
Not being grouchy. Just I do make mistakes. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they do have some good tools.
At least I apologize for them now. So.
Yeah. Yeah, they do have some good tools, though. And the thing is if it offers a warranty on that tool, buy it.
Yeah.
Because so everything comes with a manufacturer's warranty. Everything that we carry that we offer those extended warranty things on, but you have to call the manufacturer and everything. We don't handle that for you. If you purchase our warranty thingy, you don't call them. You just bring it to me. We give you a new one. End of story. If you purchased it, takes away all that hassle.
Kilpatrick said he's a DeWalt junkie.
I saw that.
I like DeWalt because we use a lot of that at work. But I'll tell you, I've been buying the Ryobi stuff, and I'll be honest with you, it's pretty good quality stuff. If you really get down to it, most of our tools are not even made in the United States no more. There's a few companies like Armstrong and Wright and a few others, but a lot of our stuff's made overseas, much as I hate it. But I do like DeWalt. I have a couple of tools here, DeWalt, and I have some Ryobi and some Craftsman. The older Craftsman, they're still good.
Yeah.
So I enjoy you. In fact, your little Ryobi saw what got my finger.
Thank goodness it was just my little Ryobi.
Yeah, if it'd been a regular saw, it would have took it clean on off and been done of it. So, but let's see. We didn't really have nothing in particular to talk about, but anything y'all want to talk about, we can jump off into it. If you want to throw a question up just about homesteading.
It is time to plant those fall crops now.
It is. It's time to start getting turnips, collards, mustard, rape. Yep. I bought some the other day. I just got a Duke's mixture, and the Duke's mixture is just a mixture of everything. That's turnip, mustard, rape, kale, and then I didn't put the collards with it, though. I put them in a separate bag. And then we'll probably get us some lettuce down the road to set out.
I got some.
In one of our cow pots.
I've got some.
And especially that lettuce you've been getting. I like that lettuce.
Same.
What is it called? Which one was that?
Which one?
The one we've been getting, we're making sandwiches with.
The romaine?
Romaine. Yeah. Was that it?
Yeah, I grew the red and the green romaine.
That's right. Yeah, it's pretty good.
But I really like that small butter crunch too.
Yeah.
I just like the spring mix personally.
And you can put that in like anything.
Time to start green fields too. Yep.
Yeah, we'll be getting that ready up on the Hunt Club probably toward the end of the month. We learned, well, we could go ahead and bush hog and plow fields, but we learned years ago up on that top of that mountain to wait till October to plant. For some reason, we just didn't do very good with our green fields in September. And we started pushing back to October.
And they do better.
They do better. Plus, one thing that helps us on that, what little hardwoods we got left on that mountain, when they start dropping acorns, the deer just forget about green fields. They're going to them acorns no matter what. So that would help us on the green fields. It'd give them time to start growing where they wouldn't mow them down so quick. So what was Joe saying?
Boswell, his outing.
I haven't called him yet. I need to do that. I need to try to get in touch with him this weekend and find out exactly what he's thinking about doing. I do need to do that. But I do know there is a campground there because that's Franklin Roosevelt State Park. There is a campground there. And even if he's just going to hold that one day, you can still come camp out a couple of nights. And Callaway Gardens is close by. Pine Mountain, Georgia's right there. There's a lot of stuff you could do during the day or something. But I will try to talk to him before next Friday night, and have some answers on that. And maybe he'll even join in the chat. I know he popped up one night. I think it was last week he popped up later.
Yeah.
So he may join in, and we might could ask him.
Yep. So David Hughes asked what the growth cycle is on the crops. The crops that we're talking about is all greens. They are cool season crops. We will be planting seed, just scattering it most likely because that's just how we do it. And they, in our area, they'll grow through the winter and into spring until they start blooming and bolting is what it's called. That's when they start producing seed. Now, the lettuces we plant are leaf lettuces. They don't form a head. They can sometimes form a head, but we always just pick leaf by leaf by leaf and leave the whole plant growing still. Most of the crops that we grow are that type of crop. They're going to just produce the leaves, and you pick what you want as you go. Our area is still iffy because we stay warm still, and so we still have a lot of bugs that happen. So for us, we still have the bugs, and we still have the warm temperatures. If you're north of us, then you're right on time for planting all that stuff. You can get that cabbage in the ground. That first frost is usually not going to hurt any of those greens, and it'll make them taste even better.
Good to see you.
So as far as what's the growth cycle, that's all I can tell you is we'll plant them now, and they'll grow through the winter and into early spring. I don't eat them. I eat the turnip itself mixed with some mashed potatoes or roasted, but I don't eat any of the greens. I eat the lettuces, and I might eat some kale, but that's about it. Okay. And spinach. All right, here's your next question.
Okay. I used to live in, okay, all right. And I have, we don't hear it down here in our neck of the woods. And I think where Wanda answered you, and too, that's more of a Coleman County, Morgan, Walker, Winston, Blount County, that neck of the parts, Alabama there, over toward Etowah County. It seems to be where that white thing's heard of a lot. Actually, there is a Facebook for Alabama white thing.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm on it. I kind of keep tabs on it a little bit because there's a lot of BS that goes on there too. But every now and then there's somebody who I think puts up a real sighting because I can just tell the way they wrote it. So you have to take some of that site with a grain of salt. But I think it's called the Alabama white thing. Or just type in white thing on Facebook and it may pull that page up for it. But just remember, some folks are on there joking and carrying on, but I think there's some folks on there serious too.
That's how it is with that group over in Georgia too.
Oh, remember? The Polk County bunch,
because some of them is serious and the rest of them just seem like they're having fun.
Now, there's been a white one seen down in this neck of the woods before. And also some of these down here have white looking faces. My next door neighbor said she seen one that had white all over his face. So that maybe some kind of genetic thing here in Alabama with this bunch or something. Yep. And Scott Carpenter, the late Scott Carpenter, on some of his videos, he had a couple that he caught, which would be back up toward Tellico Lake and Smoky Mountain area.
Miss Wanda sent me that recipe for the turnip green soup. I may not eat it. I may not like it. I might try it. And pot liquor. Pot liquor soup. That's it.
You're right. He did. I remember something about that, but I can't remember where it was at either. I'll have to ask Jonathan, but I need to call him anyway and find out.
Which I haven't seen any updates on his outing either. Have you?
He said more to come, but I need to call him and talk to him about see where he's talking about planning it at and see what's going on with that.
Nice.
Found rocks on the porch last night, and she just swept it an hour earlier. Wow.
Nice.
Wow.
I'm going to have to go around to all of y'all collecting myself some booger rocks.
Yeah, we had Spencer missed to get theirs. Boy, it started off.
Yep.
Poor Spencer. Oh, man. But
poor Spencer. Did you see what he posted and tagged Misty in?
No, I haven't. Which one?
I think Wanda saw it. Something to the effect of, some people just like to start and finish one project instead of running around trying to accomplish 14 projects like a squirrel on crack.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I commented that I kind of felt attacked. And that Sister Squirrel might actually be, a fitting nickname. I do like Garden Queen better, though. Oh, now rice and red beans, that's a different story. I love me some red beans and rice. Throw in some sausage.
Cornbread. Oh, yes.
And cornbread, yes. But the greens, I'm not a fan of the greens. I have found some one time that I liked the way they were cooked, but that was one time in 49 years. I've never liked greens. Now I love cabbage. Give me cabbage all day long. Love it.
Yeah, I like it.
But not turnip greens and collards.
Spencer will probably show up in a minute, Joe. He's probably cooking
dinner
right now. He usually pops in. I talked to him a few minutes today. So
turnip green soup. I need that recipe.
He knows we have.
I might like
He'll
that.
show up. And, I know Friday night's tough for a lot of people, especially this time of year. Football games going on, band.
And that's probably why they have me working. We've got one girl that her sister, I think, has cancer or something. So she's going back home on the weekend or something. Mm-hmm. And then it's, Friday night football for those with kids or, fresh out of school, because we've got a lot of fresh out of school people too. And, Friday nights when everybody does their traveling and, we've got one guy that's out because of Alabama football. If they're home, he's not going to be working.
Right.
So, yeah. So that's probably one of the reasons I'm going to be working those 2 Friday nights. But like I said, I went in and changed my availability. I no longer can work Friday nights, but any other night.
For Mr. Kilpatrick, document that about them rocks. Next time that happens, go ahead and take pictures of those rocks if you can. Maybe move them around on your porch and see if they get moved again. Just move them to the other end of the porch. See if they get moved or something. Just to see what's happening there.
Christina, I'll definitely try it. I am not one that don't try it. I try a lot of things.
Oh yeah, mustard greens with a little grease good too, Gary. Yeah, I agree. And that sauerkraut.
Gotta have that grease.
I love that sauerkraut.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You need to make some more again when we get a chance.
I do, don't I? The homemade sauerkraut is just delicious. It's not like anything you can get at the store. Right. So.
Yep.
Oh, my goodness. You can feel free to send some of them apples this way.
Oh, that sounds good, that apple butter.
Mm-hmm. That pear butter we made that year was good, too.
Oh, yeah, it was.
That was good.
I'll be glad when our trees start producing. So.
Bacon, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But
y'all gonna get me hungry again. I had a barbecue while to go for supper, and I'm gonna get hungry. Just like I need to get this belly bigger.
I had Taco Bell for lunch. Look, I
can't help you. You went. Keep my mouth shut.
I took my leftovers to work with me.
And you went.
And Madison did not want to eat by herself, and she wanted to go to Taco Bell. I said, "Okay, I'll go with you." So I went to Taco Bell.
Where's your food?
They're in the fridge for tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
It's all good.
Yeah.
But you know what time I took my lunch, don't you?
Probably 2:00 this afternoon.
2:30 to 3.
Okay.
And then when you said go by and get lunch, I was like, or dinner, I was like, oh, I just ate. So here I was, I ate again.
You're right, Blue Eyed. Sauerkraut is very good for your digestive system. There's no
very
doubt
good.
About it. Another thing good for your digestive system is apple cider vinegar if you can stand it. So.
I also don't like fish, but I still try fish. So there are, if you can make it not taste like fish.
Did you bring home them crappie?
No, they're still in the freezer.
Okay, I have to come by and just.
We will have to make sure that they get out of the freezer, or they're going to go through the garbage.
Yeah, because I wouldn't mind. Could have a good mess of crappie.
It would be good, wouldn't it?
I got to get back to
crock pot apple butter recipe. That's where my pear butter, I made it in the crock pot, actually.
That's cool.
Maple syrup added to it. I bet that was good.
That does sound good. That does.
I bet that was good.
Y'all going to make me big around as a house. keep talking about all this food, and I'm gonna make me hungry.
No, you're just gonna go outside with me and work, and you're gonna walk it instead of driving a tractor.
At night time?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. How many times you tell me go get on a tractor and drive instead of walking?
Well, sometimes
you're just gonna walk it instead.
Too, though.
You're just gonna walk it. Yes, come on, bring you side dishes. Yeah, we end up eating just meat a lot too. And yes, I did say fish. I don't like fish. Fish is awful. Fish is probably more of a PTSD thing for me than anything. So, but I still try it because I'm convinced one day I'll like it.
Well, I do need to cook her some crappie and cook it like my mother did and see if she would eat it.
Probably not, but I'd give it a shot.
So crappie probably is one of the least fishiest fish when you cook it. Not gonna say they don't still have some fish.
I'm there with you. I'm there with you. Yeah. Yep. You'll be okay, Mark.
Yeah. Let's see. Anybody have any more questions? Or are we just talking about food?
Apparently, we're talking about food. That's a good topic. I don't mind talking about that topic. My daughter, she always liked fish. I don't know if she still does or not. But y'all, she doesn't like tomatoes. I love tomatoes. Not her. She came home one day telling me how much she liked tomatoes now. And I told her, no, baby, you don't. No, baby, you don't. She put one in her mouth and about threw up still because she failed to mention that she likes tomatoes cooked. Nobody made that difference to her at her dad's house. When she came home from her dad's, she ate tomato. They didn't let her know that, well, you ate tomato cooked. It's not the same as a raw tomato. So she swore up and down she loved it, and she did not love it. But I was proud of her for trying. But that was
Oh, you good, Anthony? I love talking about food.
I think that's one of the few things that she doesn't. Well, I take that back. She's changed. She used to eat most everything, and now it's the opposite. She eats a lot of nothing. So yeah.
Yeah, Wanda, a good tomato sandwich is good. And yes, Gary,
fried
green tomatoes.
Somebody made a fried green tomato sandwich one day.
Yeah.
That sounded delicious. Yep, got to have the fresh picked tomato.
I agree.
And guys, no mayonnaise. No, just no mayonnaise. Ranch dressing.
You're just strange, ain't you?
Yeah.
Won't eat fish, won't eat mayonnaise, won't eat collards.
No,
you're strange.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. To be a Southerner.
I know. And let's top it off with unsweet tea.
Yeah, well, I drink unsweet tea.
My Southern card is gone.
She does pretty good on everything else. So she'll eat some things I won't eat, so I can't say that.
Like what?
Well, there's some things.
What do you not eat?
What do you mean what I don't eat?
You said there's some things I eat that you don't. What do you not eat?
Well, you like relish. I don't like relish.
You don't?
I ain't never been a big relish fan. I don't know why. I've just never been a big relish fan. You know, even though it's made out of pickles, I still ain't a big relish fan. But I love pickles, regular pickles, you know.
You dice all that up together, throw it in a skillet, and that's the best dish ever.
Especially when those black stones we tried. She got me that for Father's Day. And, boy, it does very good with the squash, okra. Well, we ain't tried okra out, but we've done the onions and peppers and tomatoes. And
that's how I actually cook my fried okra. I dice up a green tomato and an onion and throw it in with the okra, and that's how I do my fried okra. It's more of a saute, I guess, than a real fried. Whoops, wrong one. They moved. Tomato pie.
Somebody else just came in, another Robert, but I didn't catch his last name. And then, hey, Bobby, how you? He's back up toward
him.
Okay. I don't know how to pronounce his last name.
Bashovsky.
Okay. I don't, because I don't want to murder it. So
hopefully I said it right, Bashovsky.
Good to have you, though. Good to have you.
I've heard tomato pie is delicious. I've heard. I don't know really. I keep hitting the wrong button. There we go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't do.
I like that tartar sauce. I love the vinegar with the fish too, boys.
Yeah, I don't do.
That's very good.
Green tomato relish. Now that is good. How many of you have had the old-fashioned like chow chows? I mean, that is delicious. Who stopped their channel? Oh, well, you're talking about me and my Canon. I didn't stop the Canon channel. I just hadn't had time.
You know Joe's up.
Oh, I know. Chow chows.
There's something a lot of people don't know about. It's tomato gravy.
Tomato gravy is delicious.
My dad used to make it a lot and made coffee gravy. It was very good, actually.
I've had chocolate gravy and tomato gravy. I have not had coffee gravy.
John Kilpatrick's mama still does. That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
And somebody said we canned some last week, but he didn't say what he canned. Rex did. But
I made 2 or 3 different types of chow chows that first year me and you were canning.
And Robert said you nailed his last name.
So. Oh, good. There's so many comments I just miss. I missed some of them.
Well, Donna, when y'all come down, you'll have to bring some of your chow down.
Yep.
And everything.
Now, my chow is not hot. Mine is sweet, I guess you could call it. Sweet and sour versus hot.
Now, what? One of my cousins smoked coffee and made a living doing it.
Like roasted, smoked?
Oh, okay. I'm catching now. Y'all don't pay me no attention. I'm slow at times. But
yep.
Yeah.
I love my chow.
I think that was a bigger thing with our ancestors. They they had to do a lot of stuff. They didn't have everything we have nowadays.
I love pickled beets.
And they had to make a lot of their own stuff. And Lord, I remember helping my mother. That was part of my chores. My dad said, "Hey, after you get,"
I'm right there with David. Keep talking.
My dad would tell me, after you get done with your outside chores,
time to start the inside ones.
He said, you go help your mama do stuff. And I'd be washing jars and snapping beans or whatever we were working on that day. I'd help her and, get the jars washed and get them set up for her and, pack the jars for her and all that stuff. And I done that many of my summer days when I was growing up. And, but of course I miss that too. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
I really miss that. So,
oh, now that sounds good.
Yeah, it does sound good.
That just sounds good.
Yeah. You might not get to leave, Anthony. Better be careful.
We're looking for a live-in cook, right? Just saying. Somebody I don't have to pay. Just need
That's the other thing I told Spencer. I said, you better be careful coming down here and visiting. You might get kidnapped, You
won't leave.
Be the cook for everybody. But Spencer's a very good cook too. So
I pickle eggs. Yep. We love pickled eggs down here in the South. Now we pickle a couple of different ways. I pickle with a dill, like I do my pickles. That's how I do my pickled eggs and my pickled okra. Some people do it with a different type of reddish sauce.
Right.
But I do mine with a dill.
Yeah. Pickled quail eggs is a big thing down here too.
Yes.
You still find them in all the supermarkets. Pickled okra is a big thing. But yeah, a lot of people, and some of them they put the red dye in on the eggs. Some of them they'll be white.
I can make cowboy candy, but I don't like hot peppers, so it's not something I make. Yeah. But I know I've got several recipes. I've made it one time. Now
you made some okra. I think it was some okra, and you put a little hot in it. It was real good.
Oh yeah, the pickled okra.
Yeah, but you made it a little warm.
Yeah, because I threw them cayennes down in there.
Yeah, boy, that was good.
Oh yeah.
I ain't never tried no barbecue pickled eggs, but that does sound pretty good.
Have you seen the smoked ones?
I haven't seen the smoked ones.
Oh, those are good.
Oh, I love deviled eggs too. Don't bring that up, Sherry. Y'all getting me just hungry and hungry in here.
I'll do the tuna salad, but I love the deviled eggs.
Mercy. Tuna salad are good too. And you don't eat fish, but you do the tuna salad.
I don't do the tuna salad.
Oh, I thought you said you did. It's not
I don't do tuna salad, but I love pickled eggs and deviled eggs. I think that's what I said.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting. That's interesting. A strawberry, zero sugar Dr. Pepper. That is interesting. But it's got a pretty good taste.
Yep.
Pretty good.
PJ
yes, I'm a. Hey, PJ. Good to see you. And PJ, y'all done very well last night on Beast TV. Done very well.
We're making Wanda hungry.
I know I done ate supper and I'm getting hungry again thinking about all this food everybody keeps talking about.
I'm just thinking I might want some ice cream.
Ice cream. Oh boy. Well, we are at Blue Bell is in Sylacauga. So that's one thing. If you ever come to visit Sylacauga, even though we got the marble quarry, we got the museum.
Oh Lord.
We got what is it? Yeah, I know, David. Whew.
Is Crystal in here yet?
I ain't seen Crystal pop in yet. She'll come around here a little bit. She'll pop in. Let's see. What was? I'm losing my train of thought here a minute. Blue Bell has a plant here in Sylacauga. I know they're a Texas company, but we had an ice cream plant here in Sylacauga for years. It used to be Flavor Rich, Seal Test. I can't remember who all owned it at different times. They'd run it a while, shut down, and then another company buy it and start over. Finally, Blue Bell came in. Oh Lord, they've been here now 20-something years, and they have really got a big old plant. They put out a lot of ice cream. Now I like some Blue Bell, but I also like some Mayfield. I know Blue Bell's a little pricey sometimes, which Mayfield is too. But if you ever come to Sylacauga, Blue Bell does have a plant, and they have a ice cream parlor. The only bad thing, it's only open during the week, Monday through Friday. And you can go in there and sample all their ice cream for a couple of bucks. They'll dish it out to you. And, you can try a little bit of it all. Also, they give you a plant tour. And a lot of schools bring kids during the week and go tour that plant. So if any of y'all are in Alabama, and you can mention that to your children's teachers.
Miss Bobby Younson made it in, but she's made it in.
Yeah, I spoke to Miss Bobby earlier.
I missed her.
Yeah. So
Mayfield mint chocolate is good. I love mint chocolate chip.
My favorite's butter pecan or walnut, black walnut.
Peach. Yeah. Give me a peach.
Yeah, but they Blue Bell does make a very good ice cream, and then of course there's some others that make some good ice cream too. And when I was growing up, most of y'all probably remember, it used to just come in the wax type carton. You don't see it. Well, there's still a few put them in that, but you had the Winn-Dixie brand. For most of y'all that live in the South know who Winn-Dixie is. They're still surviving in places, which I heard they got bought out.
I don't know.
Yeah, they got bought out by Aldi's. But
I thought it was the same store that owned Aldi's.
Well, the same group, yes.
Right.
Yeah, there we go.
It's not Aldi's, it's a different group.
But
butter pecan and black walnut, that is the only two my mama would eat.
Yeah. Well, I love
both of them too.
I just roof them. And the other one I like is the every now and then I like some good plain chocolate ice cream. But and every now and then we call the one mixed up with the strawberry, vanilla, and chocolate. Neapolitan. Yeah. Yes, there we go. Now, I like that every now and then. But so, was anybody got some more questions? I know we've been talking on food for the last 20 minutes.
Topic.
Well, it is a very good topic.
I like to take that vanilla or even the Neapolitan one, and I like to take and drizzle the caramel and butterscotch over it in the magic shell.
If, like I said, anybody ever comes here during the week, we'll go visit Bluebell, and plus we got a museum with all the Jim Neighbors stuff in it.
Miss Young says they got a Winn-Dixie in Clermont.
Yeah, well, Winn-Dixie actually was home based out of Florida, so
I lived in Clermont for a little while.
Did you?
I did.
Okay.
When I was 3 to 5.
You don't remember much of that, did you?
I don't remember much of that at all.
That's right. Your dad and your granddad selling produce now.
I guess. It wasn't my granddad. He was already passed.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Okay.
He passed right around the time I was born,
that's right.
which is why my grandmother just did not like me. But
I said, that's it. I'm going to Dairy Queen. Yeah, we may be going up there after live. She'll keep mentioning ice cream.
Yep.
Yeah, salted caramel's good too. I tell you, I just love all ice cream.
Delicious.
So my two favorites is butter pecan and walnut. So they used to have an English walnut ice cream, but I ain't seen that in years.
In our area, it's now to the end of the month, 1st of October, because we're still a little warm. We've got a big wide range we can plant in because we're kind of like the southern people's time zone.
Well, Anthony is probably almost in our same time
zone. Is he? I was fixing to say, I didn't know where he was.
He's not far from Spencer. And Spencer's right on the line with us because
they 8 too?
It turns and goes up the coast. So I think they're right around 7 or 8.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's definitely going to be September. Depends on that frost date. Look at your frost date. Look at your winter. If your winters stay colder, you want to go ahead and get them in the ground now. Our winters stay mild typically, so we can go a little longer before planting. So I say base that on your winter.
I don't forgot what our frost date is for here.
Yeah, I've forgotten too.
But typically, we don't get a good killer frost till almost in late November. Yeah. We'll get some light frost, and then we'll get a good killer frost, usually late November, 1st of December.
Yep. Yeah, we still talking ice cream. I'm good. Yep, we're going to need some ice cream now, Mark.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
And somebody said, Miss Bobby said her Dairy Queen closed.
Ooh, Butterfinger Blizzards.
I hate that. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with some of the Dairy Queens. Ever since they went to this new way of stores or their restaurants, I tell you, it ain't like the old ones. I miss those.
Hey, Mr. Schilling.
Hey, Billy, good to see you, man. Good to see you. Good to see you, Dennis.
Lows in the 50s and 40s already. Wow.
Wow.
Ours is turning loose of leaves. They're not really turning.
We're actually going to be 59 tonight.
Are we? Nice.
Today only got up to 82 here in Alabama, or our part of Alabama. The humidity wasn't high.
It was not bad.
Very, very nice outside today. Compared to the last few weeks, I know the folks out in Arkansas, Texas, Oklahoma's burning up.
Who was it that you saw the other day already had snow?
That was somewhere in Utah.
Because she's in Upper Michigan.
Yeah. Well, this part of Utah, I think, was in the Rocky Mountains. So, yeah, they usually get snow before anybody else does. So,
yeah.
All righty. Let's see. Speaking of matches.
Remember when they would light? They don't light no more, do they? It depends on who's lighting them, I guess.
Yeah. So, I am looking forward to fall. This last few days, even that late in the evenings, kind of felt a little fallish. Even the sky was a little clear. So yes, I'm looking for, looking forward to fall getting here. I don't care nothing about the 20 degrees stuff, but I do enjoy the.
Oh, I don't want to hear none of that right there. Just because that's my fear right there.
What was it?
Black snake got in his neighbor's house.
Ooh.
That's why I want that garage door replaced.
Well, the door is replaced.
One of the doors is replaced.
The window now.
Yeah. One of the doors is replaced. So we have garage doors that we're
still getting in.
Still in the process of trying to swap out. One of them is swapped. The other one's going to be turned into a window. But the snakes can just go in around that garage door and do what they want. And the whole time we've been here, I've had a fear of waking up with a snake crawling on the bed because we've got a cat door from the garage into the house.
All kidding aside, I know most of y'all on here have probably heard of Rick and Bubba. radio station out of Birmingham, Alabama.
Yeah, my house would have been on fire
too. It's kind of nationwide. They syndicated all over the nation. I never forget. A few years ago, I was listening to them one morning on the way home from work, and they were building a new subdivision somewhere on the northwest side of Birmingham. It was an area that I think used to belong to U.S. Steel, and they were selling the place off to put subdivision. And this lady called in, because they let people call in, talk a minute and everything. This lady called in, and she had been in the hospital and had just got out, and she wanted to tell everybody her story. And basically what happened, where they built this subdivision, there was a swamp right behind it. She got up during the night one night to go to the restroom, and something bit her. And it bit her on the rear end. And it ended up being a cottonmouth that done got in her toilet. And she talked about the excitement that went on there for a few minutes and what all was going on. Of course, she's all right. They got her the venom and all that. And the doctor told her it was very lucky, actually, where it hit her at.
Yes, Jesse. Yes.
But I mean, you just don't never know. And every now and then you'll see it on Facebook where somebody's got one in their toilet or their bathtub, and I'd hate to live in Australia. Them folks have them everywhere. We're lucky here, but I just never forget that morning coming home and that lady calling in talking about, she'd been bit by a cottonmouth in her own bathroom. So, might not hurt turn that light on, look down there before you see it. So,
just saying. Yeah, I didn't think nothing about it, but then I kept seeing on Facebook, a lot of people saying that they found a snake in their house, and I was just like, and here we are. We've got the cat door. The cats won't use the cat door. It has to stay taped open for the cats to go in and out it. So it's like open invitation to any snake that wants to use that cat door. It's like open invitation. Even has the light. Go towards the light, little snaky. I mean, it's seriously. We found frogs and lizards and everything else in the house, but thank God I have not found a snake yet. Because the day we find a snake in here will be the day I burn it down.
Oh man!
I will be burning it down.
But talking about Rick and Bubba, if none of y'all know who that is, they do have a YouTube. They have a show. They do it every morning. Y'all go check them out. They both Christian guys. They're hilarious at times. I mean, they get you to rolling. They're serious at times too, but they cut up a lot. So I think they're syndicated pretty much around the nation, but they do have a YouTube where you can go watch their shows, and it is funny.
The skunk won't be able to fit around the garage doors.
The skunk? Who talking about a skunk?
Oh, I guess I should have highlighted that. Right there.
We don't hardly see skunks in Alabama much anymore.
I know they're here. I smell them all the time.
Yeah. It seems like the further you get up in North Alabama, the more you start smelling them.
One cat is 13. The other is 10 at least. So it can't be a goodbye thing.
She's thinking you got a cat door going outside.
No, like I said, it's from the garage, which has garage doors that stay down. And there's a door leading into the house. So the garage doors are down.
Take care, Anthony.
And the snake can go around the frame of the garage doors, if you know what I mean, and go inside the house from the garage door. I used to have a pet skunk.
I've been a coon hunter most of my life, except for the last 7-8 years. I ain't really coon hunted a lot, but I told him about it too.
I know. I was just telling him.
But down here we also call a spotted skunk a polecat. Now I have run into them more. I know another name for them is called civet cat. Mm-hmm. I run into them more than I did ever. I've seen one wild skunk in my whole time coon hunting, and that happened to be up in northern Talladega County, right next to the river. we were walking down a creek bottom and smelt him, and then all of a sudden seen the sucker. And but I have run into a polecat several times. And when my uncle was a trapper, when I used to go help him run his trap lines, a lot of times we'd have polecats in them, and which is a spotted skunk. You don't see them very often. So, but I know I
smell them more than anything. Yeah. Where somebody's.
But I've noticed, seem like you smell them the more you go north. I don't know why. Boy, when I get up in Tennessee and get up into Kentucky, whoo, I just don't know if they just do better because it gets a little cooler up there. But I mean, it seems like the further you go north, the worse it gets. Never been to Oklahoma yet, Gary. One of these days I'm going to come visit Oklahoma. I've been all right next to it, right there in Arkansas and Texas. But one of these days I'm going to come through Oklahoma. Yeah. Gene, I worked with, or used to work with a good many people from Michigan. They talked about up there, seeing bear and everything. Okay. I didn't realize they made it in November and December.
I didn't either.
And I ain't never seen one that I can think of running over in the road around here.
I've seen that.
I haven't never seen here.
It's been a while. Area? It's been a while.
Here around
you don't see many
around this area.
Yes.
Okay. And I figured now over there where you from, you might see them more or something. I don't know.
I meant here.
I don't know.
I don't see them much, but.
Now, I remember when the armadillos finally showed up here. I never forget the first night I seen one in the woods, and kept hearing this big racket coming down. And this way before I knew about Bigfoot, too. I didn't know what was coming down through the woods, but I knew whatever it was sounded like a bull elephant coming down through there. And we got still. We turned our lights off and just got still. And I could tell it was getting closer and closer. And when it got real close, we throwed our lights back on. And when we did, I guess that thing could see the lights a little bit. And it jumped. I know that's where that thing come off the ground 3 foot. And it turned and kind of squabbled back up the hill. And it still sounded like an elephant leaving there. And of course, started seeing them more and more. And I run over one night going to work. That was interesting. But it sounded like it tore the whole underside of the car out. But
that hard shell they got.
I mean, it was sounding rough. I got to work and looked up under the car, but it was fine. But yeah, Gary, if I ever make it up in to Oklahoma, I sure will. And in fact, we was supposed to one time went and met Lori in Oklahoma, and her and Janelle and a few others. We didn't get to. So one of these days we will. Got to get back out that part of the country.
Got a couple other people Texas. I need to talk to out there too. Because you remember the lady got the beagles. She's over that way.
Yeah, she is in Oklahoma. Yeah, that's right. Come all the way down here and got beagles from me. Need to check on her and
Larry, friend of mine named Larry.
Yeah. And then of course Lori lives in Texas, and we got David in Texas and Janelle there in Arkansas. And so we need to
have a good trip over there.
Yeah. And might be able to meet up with PJ one day over there and some other people. So still, one day I got to go meet up with the guy that had Dog Man on his property. I'd like to check that place out. So, in fact, he's supposed to let me know when he's coming that way, and it might be where we can meet him. So,
skunk spray. That's the one.
Ben the Falk, paramedic. Glad to see you, pyromedic. I don't know why I said paramedic for, but
I don't know either.
But pyromedic. I've been there. I liked it, boy. That's some pretty country around Falk.
I'm quite happy to have missed the freeze. We're good with that.
Yeah, I really liked it. We went to the one in 2019 because that's where we met Pat and Joe.
I think so.
First time we met Pat and Joe. And I met Mr. Lungsford. Yeah, I believe that's how you pronounce it. Lungsford. Met him. Had a good conversation with him. Met some other nice people there. It was a really enjoyable.
Night, Mr. Robert.
Good night, Mr. Robert. Glad that you came on tonight. Good to see you. So yeah, we had a good time over our beautiful country.
That's it.
Listen to the alligators croak at night out there in that lake. It was cold too. That first night we was there, I think it was 32. But the next night it was a lot warmer, and Rebecca was freezing. I brought a battery with an inverter with an electric blanket.
Yep. That was our first time doing that too.
Yeah, and it worked. It worked. Be careful with your mouse.
Yep.
You done went off somewhere else.
Yeah, it dropped off into the other thing somehow.
So, yeah, she.
I don't like cold.
She don't like cold.
It hurts. I can handle the extreme heat better than I can handle those cold temperatures. Yeah. Give me 45 to 70 any day. I'm perfectly happy.
Let's see. Nobody has any other questions, do they?
We might ought to keep it short tonight for a change.
Yeah.
I hate to say that because we still got to go take care of the animals and pin up some roosters for you tomorrow. And I got to go to work in the morning still. So.
Notes from Mr. John. I hadn't bought a camper yet, but I've started watching more. It's getting about that time. Starting to watch a little more.
Yep. If y'all see one, send it to him.
But now we're trying to stay small.
Yes.
We're trying to stay.
We're staying smaller.
Around the 20 foot, if I can find one.
And cheaper.
Yeah.
With no slide outs and no pop outs.
Which I know it's hard to find sometimes.
It's very hard, yeah.
Fifth wheel. One reason I want to stay, I could do a fifth wheel, but it'd be because we got a trucker to do a fifth wheel.
You told me to stay away from fifth wheels.
Well, I told you if we could, let's just try to.
So no pop outs though.
Hey, Mark Creel, good to see you, man. Good to see you. Yeah, we may go get some ice cream here in a little bit, David, if we get through in time. I think Dairy Queen stays open to 10.
Yeah.
And Sonic's right down the road too. So, so one of those two.
Yeah, we'll go get ice cream and then come back and chase chickens.
Okay.
That way we can work it off.
Most of those roosters we're going after is in the tree.
Are they? Yeah. Good thing I got that extended net then, huh?
I looked out there a while ago. I said, I figured every one of them would go in the tree.
Because they're being pecked on by the rest of them that's roosting on top of the coop. Yeah, guys. So our house, it's like I tell.
Circus.
Yes, it's a 3-ring circus. Yes, I tell people they come into work all the time. What do I need to do for my chickens? Do I need a heat lamp? Do I need this? Do they need air conditioning? Blah 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 blah. I'm like, y'all, keep it simple. Just keep it simple. 4 days that it never got above freezing. Do y'all know where my chickens were? They were on top of the chicken coops. Yes, on top of the chicken coops. And they did just fine. How many chickens did we lose during the freeze? None. How many chickens did we have to nurse back to health during the freeze? None. How many problems did we have during the freeze other than busted water line? None. If it's raining out there. We got to
do a bunch of questions.
If it's raining out there, where are my chickens? Sitting in the rain on top of the coop. So,
Well, I think you went past. There's back below her. So
let's see. There's where I missed. Michael Creel came in.
Yeah, I agree, John. It is time to buy one. That's why I really went to watch it.
He's going to keep that for us.
And Sherry said she's got hers still for sale, and she's going to send us some pictures.
Oh, she needs to, yes.
Yeah, do that, Sherry. Miss Jean said it must be, I just need to get rid of some roosters. I'm about tired of hearing 20 roosters out there crowing every morning.
Yeah, that's where we are for sure.
And
we are
and Mr. Michael,
not going to have a garden center manned anymore. So.
And yes, Michael, my beagles were rabbit dogs. Also, I used to have beagles for deer dogs.
Yep, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah. I miss my beagles. I love my beagles, just like I did my big hams.
Mm-hmm.
That must
be Ella. So Ella's fixing to have me. That is a good one. I really like the Choco Cherry Love or the strawberry with the hard pieces of chocolate in it.
How do we get back on ice cream?
Strawberry dipped. Because we're going to Dairy
Queen. Now, Pat,
Queen.
quit bringing up ice cream, please. I'm just playing.
And Pyro's behind.
What now?
Pyro's behind.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So, all right. So, yeah, the Reese's peanut butter one is very good. The strawberry dipped chocolate one, that's the very good one. The Choco Cherry Love that they used to have was good. The one that I love the most, nobody carries anymore. They used to do the Nerds Blizzard. That was the one. So,
hey, Janelle, good to see you. Hey, Christy, good to see you.
Yeah, we have done a whole show on ice cream now, I think. So
Misty says you gotta go get some now. Oh man, little rain shower like to
come on now, Joe. Come on now, Joe.
Oh man.
And for those of you that didn't catch that joke, last summer during a rain shower is when I broke my wrist.
Yeah.
It was not a rain shower. It was a flood.
Hey, dogs, cut up. Quit it.
It was a flood. It was not a little old rain shower.
Yeah, that was.
Hey, Christy, glad you made it in.
I done made it to the door, and I was kept waiting on Rebecca.
Yes.
I thought, where's Rebecca at? And finally, I walked back around.
Choco Cherry Love is a blizzard, and Pyro is answering about Larry Batson from the start of the video.
No, me.
So yeah.
Oh Lord, yeah, y'all killing me with the ice cream. Y'all killing me.
We headed to get ice cream now, guys. So
y'all killing me. Oh.
And then we're gonna catch up some roosters for tomorrow, so that Mark can handle all that while I'm gone to work.
Yeah, Christy, I always want to acknowledge everybody that comes on here. I try to do my best to keep up with it because I want everybody to feel at home and feel part of this.
What is it, Ella?
What now?
Ella's looking at me funny. What is it, Ella?
What? You ready to get on live?
No, I'm not.
Because, well, we were just telling everybody for the next 2 weeks, Mark's going to need some supervision.
Yeah, you can come be on live with me. We'll talk about farming and Bigfoot. And you can tell everybody about
You could be the live guest and tell them about your experiences.
I'm okay.
You okay?
I'm good.
At least come wave.
She ain't buying into this. She ain't buying
At least come wave.
Is it on the laptop or how y'all got this?
What's on the laptop?
I'm sorry, Billy, you that far from a Dairy Queen. That's a
35 miles. Wow.
Woo, mercy. Yeah.
Ew, I gotta do this.
All right, hold on.
Hey.
The dog's killing me now.
So yeah, we're gonna put Ella manning the live for Mark next week. And she can tell you about Mississippi mud cake, yes. She can tell you about the booger looking in her bathroom window.
I'm good.
You go. Well, you do have some experiences to tell one of these days. You're gonna have to come on.
You can talk about the scratches on your door.
Yeah, one of these days.
About the one you
and
think
the lights
was up
getting
the tree
turned
behind
off.
the house that night. Yeah. A lot of stuff you could talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
It just ain't me and Rebecca experiencing stuff here.
This property has
Ella.
2 houses, and they're as far apart as regular people's houses.
Well, they're about 100 yards apart.
Yeah, I mean, in the country, they're that distance apart. So she's not like right outside my back door. In other words, was the point of that. But she has experiences over at that house as well. So
Mom.
Somebody made homemade burgers and trying to eat. No, it's not as good as ice cream. I love my sweets too, and I'm supposed to be on a diet, and this is not working. And Bobby Younce loves the name Ella. Ella is named after her great-grandmother on her...
It's a name you don't hear much anymore.
No, it's your great...
It's my great-great-grandmother.
Yes, on your dad's mom's side. Yeah. So her name was Ella Sue. Sue Ella, excuse me. And everybody had used Sue. Nobody had used Ella. So Ella was either going to be Catherine Ella or Ella Kathleen. I wanted Ella Kathleen. Her dad wanted Catherine Ella. So we compromised, and she got named after a horse. So she's more than Ella now. So, and then as soon as we named her Ella, everybody started coming out of the woodwork with the name Ella.
Granted, growing up, all I heard was, my dog's name's Ella.
Yeah. I mean, I had never heard anybody named Ella until I named her Ella. So, yeah. Let's see. Blue Eyes, 1 block away. There you go, Mark.
Okay, Mr. Kilpatrick. you can email me, and then we can get started from there.
Melt some
that
butter
way
on top of
we can exchange phone numbers or however you want to do it. Just email me at mgreen35151
David, there's no telling ever.
gmail.com.
There's no telling ever what this conversation is going to be.
David, you know how I change subjects quick. So
oh yes, Miss Janelle, you need to come make a rabbit run.
But John, just shoot me an email and then we'll go from there. That way I don't really want to get, I trust everybody on here. That ain't no problem. But I don't know who else watches that we don't know. And I don't want to give my phone number right out. But email me and then we'll get started from there.
And if you're on Facebook, message either one of us and we'll go from there too.
Yeah, so you can do that. You message me on Facebook. And,
and if you message me, I'll get it to him either way. All right. Well, we probably ought to start wrapping this up because, like I said, I got to go help Ella do something too. And then we got to go get ice cream. We got to go feed the rabbits. And then we got to go pin up them roosters. And so.
I'll take some ice cream.
Paying?
Oh.
Because you got to pay for your own. So.
Darn.
We can bring you some back.
Oh, no, I'm good. I got Bluebell in the freezer right now.
I like that, but no, nobody knows that. Nobody here has had that name. Archimedes.
I've never heard that name before.
I like that.
We're going gods.
I have noticed a trend where some of the older names are popping back up. I think I seen where somebody said, yeah, okay. I seen somebody was saying Hazel. Yeah, Hazel. You don't hear that name much anymore. That's cool to see some of the older names coming back.
All right, Mark. So like I said, let's go ahead and start wrapping this up.
All right. Good night, PJ. Good to see you. Y'all remember everybody we support. I'm pretty sure Spencer and Misty will be back Sunday. They took a little break. Of course, Beast TV was back last night and had Miss PJ and her husband Paul on. That was a very good interview. What is it? Oh, yeah. Oh, me. Anyway, y'all know everybody we support. And y'all go check out people. Sister, what is it with this tongue fetish you have? But this dog will lick you to death. But I got my train of thought messed up a minute.
We're wrapping up.
Yeah, I know.
That's the train. That's the train we're on. Wrapping
all right,
up.
Watch it with that finger.
Yes, Christy.
Yes, that's one thing. I'm glad you brought that up. We'll do a little short prayer here in just a minute. Everybody we support, Spencer and Misty with Woodwalkers. Beast TV was back last night with Miss PJ and her husband Paul on. If y'all haven't watched that, please do. Plus, PJ has a new YouTube channel, PJ Arkansas Sasquatch Giant of the Woods. Of course, all of our people that have Facebooks, Miss Bama BF, Misty and her family with the SAF group.
Southern Appalachian Sasquatch Seekers.
Yep. And then Mr. Flat Rock, Mr. Bale. Boogerville, that's Mr. Dale.
Alabama Paranormal.
And then Jonathan Odom has a YouTube channel. Just Jonathan Odom. He has some good stuff from our area too. And of course, there's Mr. Squatch and Holler. Y'all go check him out. He's starting to do some lives and getting some stuff going. And, just support each other, especially the smaller YouTubes. That's the ones I really like to support. And y'all do pray for Mr. Martin Groves. I heard he's not doing too well. Y'all pray for Greg House. I think everybody probably knows kind of what's going on with Greg. I'd rather for him speak for himself, but do pray for him. And I don't know if Miss Wanda's still in here or not, but y'all be praying for Greg. And y'all pray.
Wanda, she got put up with him.
And y'all pray for one of my cousins passed away. He was younger than me. I always called him Little Cuz. He passed away yesterday, so y'all remember his wife and family in prayers. And we will have our campfire tomorrow night at 6. I know most of y'all are way off, but any of y'all close by, yes, Mr. Squatching Cowboy, yes, ma'am. Y'all come by and sit with us if you can. And anybody out of state that ever wants to come, let us know.
Mark is having eye surgery.
Okay, Mr.
I had saw where he had lost vision in one of his eyes.
Okay.
I didn't know he was having surgery.
Y'all be praying for Mr. Mark. Mr. Mark's a very nice, humble guy. I like him a lot. I like Larry a lot too. Both of them real great guys. Down to earth, good people. And I know I'm probably forgetting somebody. Please, if I forget somebody, don't hold that against me. I just can't remember everything no more. But yeah, come on by, David. Drive on from Texas. We'll be waiting on you. Yeah, only 9-hour drive. But I will tell you this, and I'll say this, then I'm going to shut up and we'll get off here. Before the boss over here starts whipping the whip at me. Anytime anybody wants to come, let me know you're coming. If you're coming out of state, let me know you're coming, and we'll make sure that we have some other people come, and way you can meet people. And I know later on at Spencer and Misty's, try to get a meet and greet up, maybe with Mark and Larry. I don't know how they're going to do it all, but when they do. But anytime you want to come for something coming on in Alabama,
we'll get them together.
You let me know. And
we'll rally the troops.
We'll get who we can to come. Just let me know. So. All right, let me say a little. I'm not gonna get long-winded, people. I ain't no preacher, so
if you're gonna do it, get it done.
I will. All right. So, Lord, thank you for everything you do for us each day. Even though we're not worthy to call your name, you do love us and you do take care of us and try to protect us from all things. Lord, be with all people that's mentioned as either had death or they're having health problems or financial or depression or whatever it may be, Lord, because this world is full of evil and it wants to attack us every time it gets a chance. And protect us from that, Lord, and heal us and take care of us and heal our bodies, Lord, but also heal our heart. Be with us, Lord, and we ask this in your precious name, in Jesus' name, amen. Let's see. I can't think of nothing else right offhand.
I can't either. That ice cream sounds good.
Well, like I said, we will be having a live here with a guest. I need to talk with him to make sure he's still good to go, which I think he is.
That'll be 2 weeks, though.
Yeah, I need to run that date by him, make sure that date's good with him. I will call you on that and tomorrow.
Or Ella.
Huh? What?
2 weeks.
Well.
Or Ella.
Well, if he's not able to, then I'll get Ella if she will. But if don't, we'll go from there. You lost my thought again, baby.
Sorry.
To say.
Sorry.
Lord have mercy. Like I was talking about, I'm gonna have to. She's gonna get a spanking in a minute.
And they call me Squirrel.
I'm just playing.
At least I can keep track.
Well, I got too many wheels turning anymore. I'm sorry. I cannot keep up with nothing anymore. I used to keep up with everything, but I'm getting where I can't keep up with nothing. Y'all check on people. If you know somebody's sick, if nothing else, give them a text, check on them. Or if you know somebody that lives alone, check on them. I know we live in a busy world, and I know things get hectic, but try, if nothing but a text or a 5-minute call, do it. I mean, I'm guilty too. I should be calling more people. I should be doing more than I do. But, do that. because we don't never know what all people's going through. It just ain't always health problems. It's all kind of problems people's going through. So y'all remember that. So
who's going live after us tonight? Is this going to be a train night again?
I don't know if. Well, last week it was Squatch and Holler. I haven't seen.
I just happened to remember that.
And then
the train.
Then who else was
it? They were trying to get Misty and Spencer to do it.
Well, if they decide to, if they'll let me know, I'll tag in later. I'll come in and.
But tonight's not a train night. Okay.
You have to ask Misty and Spencer and them. He didn't say nothing about it when I talked to him today. So, all right, y'all, we're gonna get off in. Just remember what I said.
Chickens are up in trees and it's dark.
Yeah.
I got a net.
But anything, remember, love one another, get along, be kind. Don't be judgmental. I know sometimes it's hard not to be, but try your best not to be judgmental. If you're different in opinion, that's fine. Still get along. There's people I don't agree with, but they still my friends. I'm still going to speak to them, still going to talk to them. It takes a lot for me to quit talking to somebody, and that's usually when they done got nasty and very, very ugly. Then I'll start trying to stay away from them. But
no train tonight.
No, okay. All right. So that was pretty good though when everybody had done that.
Yeah, we all left this chat and they had already started theirs, and their view went.
Yeah. So, and Joe says, "Eat more greens."
I see that.
All right, y'all. We love everybody, and good. I'm glad everybody came on tonight, and good to see you. And I'll have a video sometime this week. I don't know if it'll be with somebody, but I am going to be talking about the corn patch. There's 3 times I've filmed the corn patch. I don't know if anybody's had time to slow this last one down and watch. Y'all know what you're watching for. I ain't even got to say what you're watching for, but I will have a video. We may even do it on live. I don't know. We'll see. But y'all have a good night and love all y'all. Be careful. Have a good weekend. And we'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.
Bye, y'all. Having trouble connecting. What's it saying?